Good morning, and it is day 2 of the Breathe Out 2020, Breathe In 2021 challenge. Now, I don't really like the word challenge, but the reality is when we are creating new habits, which is what I'm really encouraging you to do with this, you may already have a good breathing practice, but if you know that breathing consciously is really good for you and has just got a myriad of benefits. The knowledge, as I keep telling people, the knowledge is not what heals us, it is the practice. So we have the thoughts, we have the feelings, and then we have the behaviours. So the thoughts are the knowledge. Yes, you can watch these videos, you can listen to them all, you can learn all about the benefits of nose breathing, you can be an expert with the knowledge, and lots of people are. But there's no point in knowing all that stuff if you don't put it into practice, if you don't actually use it and do it. So it's a bit like knowing that if you go to the gym and you eat well, that you can tone up the body and get more energy, etc. The knowledge of how to do that is not the thing that gets you the result. The actual doing it, of course, is the thing that gets you the result. So what is your why? Why would you take precious time out your life to consciously breathe? And you know, we have to really want something. That desire has to be strong in order for us to make the time. Now, I don't know whether you're locked down or not just now, but if you are, then this is the perfect time to create a new habit. And that's literally what we're talking about here. Look, in the East, people have known forever that you control the body with your breath. But in the West, we're a wee bit late in coming to the party. I know there's lots of people out there that have been going on about it for years, and probably it's been falling on deaf ears. I think now the timing is right. Being uncompromised, becoming uncompromised, whether it's COVID or all the other awful, horrible diseases that are going around. What can we do that doesn't involve avoiding the rest of humanity in order to feel safe and secure? Well, clearly, one of the things that we can do is understand, and I do believe that the science gives us a deeper understanding. It's certainly given me a deeper understanding, but there's nothing like the actual experience of doing it. Now, if you don't get an instant result, you cannot give up on that, because again, it's like you wouldn't expect to get fit on your first workout. Patience, understanding the body, particularly as you get older, whether we like it or not, can be a wee bit slower on the uptake. And you really have to find something that you're actively going to enjoy and that you're actively going to do and want to do every day. But the mind is crazy, because what it will do is it wants to keep you stuck. It wants to keep you where you are in your comfort/safety zone. So you'll say, oh, I'll do it later. I'll do double tomorrow. That is procrastination. You have to override your habitual thinking and your old programming in order to say, no, do you know what? I'm back now in the body with this superpower that is free will. I'm going to breathe differently because now I understand why I would do that, what happens inside every single cell when I do that. And I can then take power back from my body instead of being scared of my body. What's my body doing? What's that lump? What's that rash? What's this? What's that? We've literally, with our current system, moved to this. You are powerless and somebody else fixes you. And nothing could be further from the truth. We now know, thanks to the phenomenal work of Kelly Turner, Radical Remissions, Radical Hope, and there's lots of other people out there, but Kelly's collating all the information. People who are defying the odds have been told it's incurable, it's terminal, and just not taking that narrative on. And that's where we are at. So it's all one saying, you know, you can't, there's things you can do, but what do you actually do? Where do you start? when you are already scared and you maybe don't feel confident about your body. Because maybe you've been battling with your body since you were born, because the crazy way that we're brought up in the West, it's this whole thing about the body doesn't look right, it's not the right size, the right shape, the right whatever, and we're totally cutting it up and filling stuff in to make it look different in the hope that that's going to bring us this inner peace, this healing. And really, you know, what we should be looking at is the phenomenal opportunity that we have being in this body and being able to experience this planet in the way that we do. And you know, yesterday I was out in my one wheel and I took a header, dug the front nose in, and next thing I was lying in the front green, my dignity and everything in the air. Luckily I didn't hurt myself, but you know, that's life. If you're learning new things, you're going to get knocked down. You're going to lose your dignity. And I'm telling you what we're going to do today, you're going to feel a bit silly. But don't let that put you off, because understand there's no way I'm sitting here taking time out my day to tell you something that doesn't work and doesn't work profoundly, and it's worked for me and I want to share it with you. Just because I don't have a PhD or a huge big title or anything like that, like Bill Gates, do not let that put you off. Tune into your heart and listen in and see if this feels right for you. If it resonates at a deeper level that's beyond all the concepts of who's giving the information to you. And am I worthy of your time? This is for you. This is the most important thing that you could ever learn. And of course, like everything that I love about reconnecting to nature, it's free. So if you're cynical, you're not sure, well, you know, maybe it works for them, it wouldn't work for me. The only way, don't wait for somebody else. You know, don't wait for 2 years down the line to say, oh yeah, that's right, there was something in that. Try it. You don't need anybody else to do this stuff. You can stand in your power and take this phenomenally exciting information and start to breathe differently and totally change your chemistry, your health picture, your immune system, your electromagnetic field, because we have to start about thinking about this stuff in frequency and vibration. And when we do the humming today, we're going to be working on the heart, which is the note C, which is 525, I kept it up there, point something hertz. So it's on a frequency, it's on a vibration that will resonate specifically with the heart. So that's what we're going to do today when we go into the humming. But before that, I want you to go into the breathing with a very clear intention. What is it you want, or what is it you need to let go of? And very often when I'm working with people with health issues, take arthritis, for example. Arthritis is achy, creaky joints. Now, rheumatoid arthritis is a totally different thing from osteoarthritis. But there are so many things that can impact your achy, maybe and often stiff and painful joints that you can do that you're not being told about, that maybe you don't really believe that you can have this impact because you don't really understand the energetic nature of the body. So therefore you just don't try it. And that's crazy, because what we're understanding now is we can give every single human a drug or a vaccine, but depending on how they're breathing, eating, thinking and perceiving the world, that's how it will depend on how that body methylates whatever it is that's going in there. And that can be different for every one of us. There is no one size fits all. But what is one thing that we all do, and what we're seeing now, thanks to the Buteyko method and James Nestor, is that most of us aren't breathing optimally. It's not even to say correctly, it's optimally, and it's about breathing in and out through the nose. And if you're a mouth breather, and I was and still go into that on occasion, but I've now that I'm understanding the incredible importance of this. Somebody from Kenya with a touching message. Okay, thank you. So I lost my train of thought there, sorry. Yeah, so your nose breathing, in and out through the nose, and maybe you wake up in the morning, your mouth's dry because your mouth's fallen open and you're breathing in and out through your mouth. So that's going to affect so many things, your quality of sleep, and we all know if you're not getting good quality sleep, well, you just don't feel right when you wake up. And long term, that creates lots of different health issues, from chronic and over and over and over again. These chronic issues, if they go untreated or unacknowledged, they can develop into things that are much more serious. So what we want to do in terms of prevention is we want to be looking at our kids and make sure that they're nose breathing. And if they have had, often if you're born through C-section, you've got a lot of ENT problems, and then perhaps going into an antibiotic kind of life, your gut biome will not be balanced and your breathing will not be right. And that's what happened to me. So, and that can happen from dental work as well if you end up getting a lot of antibiotics due to that kind of stuff. It doesn't really matter why you're mouth breathing. Understanding it can be helpful. It's not a blame thing. We're not blaming anybody here. We're just going, right, okay, where am I at? And how can I use this simple, free, conscious breathing to decrease anxiety and depression, and to increase my immunity and boost my moods, my creativity, my memory retention, balance my blood sugar, my hormones, my blood pressure. I mean, put myself into coherence, calm the vagus nerve, calm the gut. It's all works as one big magical musical instrument. And we are the conductor of that. What happens is we come into this body and we torment it with our negative thoughts, our negative perceptions, our hostile beliefs, our limiting, We put in a load of stuff that was never meant to be in there. We never go outside. We keep the central heating cranked up. We don't see other human beings. We cut ourselves off. And the natural part of being human and being part of a community, and Lynn McTaggart has proven this time and time again, community and altruism heal. It's so simple. Reconnect to nature, get back into your communities and start learning to fly this baby the way it was designed to fly. So what we're going to do today is, again, if you look at things from the cellular level, and all the cells are light and information. And what happens, disease is lack of light and contraction and toxicity. So the cells have a lot of stuff inside that's not meant to be there. The cell membrane, as we know again from Bruce Lipton, Candace Pert, the molecules of emotion, they dock on the membrane of the cell and they tighten it and darken it. So when we're in that negative state, out of alignment with the field, everything starts to darken and tighten, and that, of course, is depression. And there's different ways from a nutrition perspective. But to be honest, I'm not going on about nutrition anymore because it's so difficult for people to change and sustain a healthy diet. So let's forget about that for now. Not that it isn't important, but right now we're looking at how the breath and intention and thinking can affect this. So when we start to really pump the body full of oxygen, the cells start to expand, and it's a detox, quite literally. And the more often you do it and the longer you do it, and the more intention and clarity and intelligence that you have with this, you can really change your chemistry, let go of the past, alkalize the blood, all the stuff that we were using trying to get nutrition to do with, let's face it, not a huge success. We're now looking at the breath to really transform the inner environment, your internal environment, which is inside the body, outside the digestive system, but that's another thing, and your external environment. So when we live in this electromagnetic field, which obviously if we're in our house, we're cutting ourselves off from it. We unwittingly are cutting ourselves off from this, from our nature, our true nature. And then we've got the central heating cranked up. We've got loads of toxic products and cleaners and God knows what all. A bottle of bleach a day. One of our cleaners was using it, and we're inhaling it and burning in here at the front of your nose. So not only are we taking in toxicity through the mouth, we can inhale a lot of that stuff too with having a lot of crap around us. So get all your toxic cleaners out and get nice, clean, safe cleaners that you can inhale without any problem to the body. When you're doing your breathing, if you can have a window open, or if you can do it outside, even better, but it is mighty cold right now. So let's start off with the 478. This is Top 2 reasons why we don't do the things that we know. Do you know what they are? 1, hi Sean. 1, I'm too tired. 2, I don't have time. Okay, so the 4-7-8 breath takes not even 2 minutes. 4 rounds of the 4-7-8. There are no excuses in the world. Don't tell me you can do it when you're sitting in the toilet. There is always a place for you to do the 4-7-8. And if that's the only thing you commit to for this 2 weeks, happy days. If you have more time or a bit more practiced or really want a bit of a challenge, get into the Soma or Wim Hof or Joe Dispenza. I don't mind what one you do. Try the ones out for yourself that you enjoy. I am a big Soma advocate right now. They had a festival on there yesterday. The DJ had everybody breathing and it was off the scale. Somebody used to go to the sub club every Saturday night in life. If you were one of them, go to Soma. You're going to love it. And what he's done is he's taken all the different modalities, autosuggestion, hypnosis, affirmations, and just great music, and just taking you on a journey with the breath. So give me 2 ticks, because I'm also wanted to, I had it up here, but for some unknown reason I closed it down. We're going to, I want to get obviously the key of C, like I was saying, the heart chakra, the energy centres you've got from the base of the spine is G, and then you've got your sacrum along the sacral area around your reproductive organs if you're a woman, and if you're a man I suppose, is A, and then in here where the solar plexus where you can feel your fear etc. is B, the heart is C, the throat is D, the third eye is E, and the crown is F. And of course my computer wants to play funny buggers. Give me 2 ticks. So that's a frequency. A note is just a frequency. We are designed to sing. Oh God, I'm going to have to give up on that. We'll just have to freestyle. We are designed to sing. When we sing, chant, hum, we use 100% of our vocal cords. This is my nephew, John Stewart, that explained all this to me. And when you speak, you only use 80%. We are singers, Sue Cally told me this too, who speak. Now, it's not about sounding amazing. It's not about entertaining the masses. It's not about singing for entertainment. It's about singing for recalibrating the microtubules in the cell. I hope you like all my big fancy words. What are microtubules? Microtubules are like a 3D spider's web that runs throughout every cell. So it's like a little 3-dimensional harp. So that when you hum, you create a vibration that goes through these cells exactly like a cat, and big cats do it as well, purring. And when you do that, you recalibrate, you harmonise, you go into coherence, and you really resonate into your energy centres in the body. And a lot of this work we're doing with Heal Scotland is really getting you to transform how you see yourself more as an energy system rather than a... That's still going, yeah. All of that has an impact and an effect. In our education system, sadly, we have taken away a lot of the creative, incredible ways that us as humans can stay healthy and well. And singing and humming and chanting is one of those. And again, you know, what I'm talking about when I was travelling in the East, where people get together, and my pal Chris Kidd told me this as well, Indigenous tribes, they don't sit and listen to somebody singing. They sing and stamp and drum as a community, and they know what they're doing. They're getting brains into certain frequencies. They're getting hearts and brains into coherence. Then everybody's brains start to entrain, everybody's cells start to mimic, and they do a kind of group healing. And there's a lot of phenomenal shamanic practitioners in Scotland now as well. We're starting to wake up to that innate power of doing things in communities as a collective, when we're all rooting for the same goal, which is for everybody to get the best possible result from what we're doing. So let's get started. So what we're going to do is just the 4-7-8, 4 rounds of the 4-7-8. Then we're going to do a round of 2-4. Now somebody asked me yesterday how many did I do. I'm not counting. I'm just going to sit here and breathe with you. And then when it feels right, totally going on my intuition, I'm going to take you into a series of humming. Now, one of the hums that I use is who, H-U. Who. So you can use any noise you want, to be honest. I was using who because apparently it's a Sufi word for God. I just like it. Quite simple. There's no great fancy dancy explanation. Obviously, one of the more traditional ones is Aum. So you've got Aum. Again, play about with your own body and see what do you feel. So you can have the actual noise, the vowel that you're using, and then the note that you're using it in, and play around with it. We'll do that when we're doing it. We'll play around and see where you feel it in your body. Now, my lower back, as you know, was the area that I was needing to heal. So I was just going down and right down into that area until I could feel it buzzing there in my abdomen. And that's what you want to do. Don't think about all this. I mean, you can go down a huge rabbit hole with this. And there's lots of amazing videos. But just tune in and find out what you like. And then if you can do that, the studies that show 5 minutes humming a day, what that can do for your blood pressure, your hormonal balance, your anxiety. I mean, it's just crazy, this stuff. How powerful it is, how simple it is, and how free it is. But you still have to do it. Because remember, it's not the knowledge that heals, and the feelings can only get in the way. Oh, that might not work for me. Oh, I've tried everything. Oh, poor me, poor me. That's the feelings that come in, and you want to override that and say, do you know what? Today's a new day, a new year, a new month. I am going to start again, and I'm going to start now, and I'm going to clearly intend, and we're going to do a bit of that as well, that I am healing. I am attracting whatever it is you want to attract. It doesn't matter what you want. Just say it out loud. So let's start with the 4-7-8. So it's just in for 4, hold for 7, out for 8 with your tongue behind your teeth. Okay, so just do it with me. And it's in, hold, and out. And in, hold, and out. And in, hold, and out. And in, hold, and out. Okay. And just some nice free breathing. And close your eyes and just check in with the body. Does that feel calmer? More expanded? Nicer? Lighter? So think about that. If you can feel even the slightest change in that short space of time, what can you do when you really, truly commit and devote to this practice? Breathing is our superpower. So now what we're going to do is just in for 2, out for 4, in for 2, out for 4 until I tell you to stop. And then we're going to go into a retention. Now that just means we're going to breathe out and hold your breath. Now don't get hooked up as yet on how long you can hold your breath for. That's for a more advanced day. Right now, just hold it as long as you can. And once you feel the urge to breathe, you can just do a tiny short breath in and out. And hold it again. And just, again, keep your eyes closed for this because it takes external distractions away. Keep inside the body. And observe. The systems, the cells know what to do. Let's face it. The intelligence that we are is beyond our imagination. All we're doing is giving it the environment to rearrange itself, to reset, and to let go of everything that no longer serves us. So make sure you've got a clear intention, what it is that you want, and not kind of, oh, that would be nice. No, no, no. This is how it's going to be. It doesn't need to be angry, but it needs to be clear, and you need to have 100% intention behind it. Okay? So if you want to heal, no matter what you've been told, what narrative you've been given about the disease, let that go and focus on what you want. And that can be a real challenge depending on how heavy your prognosis has been. But now we're moving into these newer states of understanding where you can actually and very, very quickly change your electromagnetic field. And Joe Dispenza is the master of this. Disease is healing in real time. If you don't believe me, go and check out his website and his thousands of testimonials. Okay, so again, if you can breathe in and out through your nose, I'm still a wee bit kind of stuffy up here. I'm still working on it. But I'm going to breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. But you're in the privacy of your own home. You're not on live video. So you can just try breathing in and out through the nose and see how it feels. Or breathe in and out through the mouth. It doesn't matter. If you can't nose breathe right now, it doesn't matter. You can look at ways to how you can switch over. So I'm going to be breathing in through my nose and out through my mouth. So in for 2 and out for 4. And then I'm going to get you to do the retention. Hold your breath. If you need to breathe again, just a short sip in and out. And then hold it again. And then we're going to breathe all the way in. You're going to pull in your pelvic floor muscles, your abdomen, and squeeze the energy into the brain. So we're moving that energy up, hoping to hit the pineal gland. And you should feel some lovely, lovely feelings. If you've not done this before and you haven't felt this before, it'll be strange. But don't worry about that. Just relax and observe what the body's doing. The magnificence of this healing right under your nose. Okay, so breathing in and out. And 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 in and out. 5 more. In and out. And 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 okay, and all the way in. And all the way out. And just hold your breath. Close your eyes. You may feel a tingling. Observe your body healing. Cells rearranging themselves. Expanded in delight with all the oxygen the expansion. You're giving them the space. If you need to breathe, just breathe in gently. And then breathe all the way out again and hold. Just allow yourself to sink into that meditative state. And then when you're ready, breathe all the way in. Clench all the muscles and squeeze the energy into your brain. Squeeze the pelvic floor, squeeze the abs, and squeeze that energy into your brain. Gently feel your head lighter. The cells expand. And then just let it go. And then just take a nice few easy peasy breaths. And see how that feels. And now we're going to go into some humming. Now you don't need to keep pace with me. You can if you want. But if you need to breathe before, then just breathe and do it at your own pace. So I'm going to breathe in and then I'm going to say, ooh. Okay. I'm going to focus on the heart. This is about really healing our hearts, letting go of the past and opening up to the 5D unconditional love vibration. So breathing in. Keep your eyes closed and really feel into the body. Let's try a different note now. And then just sit and enjoy the buzz. And really focus in on your intention. What are you releasing? Pain, stories that no longer serve you, limiting beliefs, BS that you've been carrying around. Okay, and now we're going to do Aum, because it's a nice one as well. And I really just want to encourage you to try all these different things on your own musical instrument that is the body. And get something that you really like, you really feel, and that you want to do every day. This is really decreasing your blood pressure and putting you into coherence right now. And letting go of the past. Remember, the cells are opening up. Oh, look at that light. Ooh. The cells are opening up and you're healing. You're waking up. What are we waking up to? Our power. How powerful we are. Oh my God, that sun's coming right in like that. Woo! So the same thing again, we're just going to go and you know, your mouth's like a cave. It's you know, when you sing and you make these noises, you can really, you know, get the jaw really loose and open, as long as nobody's watching anyway, because obviously if anybody is watching you, it can put you off. You want to do this when you're free, nobody's there to criticise you or judge you, and that you can just really let go. And I find in my immersion retreats in Malta, at the start of the week, people are very like, oh, and then by the end of the week they're like, oh. It's about confidence. It's about your voice. I'm try and move a wee bit to stop that ludicrous light in my face. Anyway, never mind about the light. It's doing what it needs to do. So we're going to do the same thing again. This is another really good way to train your lungs and to expand and to help you to hold your breath longer. Don't worry about the crackly noises you make. That's just all clearing the energy and expanding the cells and expanding the lungs. Your lungs are like dog chews. And you know, this body, what we understand, getting old is just because you've stopped doing a lot of things. And if you don't stop doing a lot of things, you'll not get as old. You might look older, but the body will behave in a much, much younger way. So, breathing in. As you let go of an ex and a past hurt. As you let go of all fear of the future. That's you healing and taking control back of this amazing body. And again, just sit. Feel the vibration. Conscious intention to let go of everything that no longer serves you. As I try and find a place here. Oops. Sorry about that. So just feel the vibes in the body, the vibration. And do you feel different from when we started? 5 minutes practice a day is a couple of hours a month. You know, this is your body, this is your life, this is our time. You know, there's even a story that we came here at this time specifically for this mission of waking up to the power. And you cannot feel powerful if you feel your body's your enemy. You have to make friends with the body, the cells, the intelligence that you are. Switching that narrative from you're a victim of the body to you're the master of the body. And that may not happen overnight. You may need to practice and change the narrative. If you're believed for ages, the body's too fat, too thin, too old, too wrinkly, too this, too that. What's that? Yeah, so we need to make friends with this beautiful energy system and understanding that your thoughts, your intention, your perceptions, your beliefs, your words, your breath, that is where the magic's at. So as we finish, I want you to practice. Please interact in the event. Let me know how you're doing. If you're having any experiences, remember that when you start to do this work, you might feel uncomfortable as the garbage from the past comes up to be released. I always, it's like if you squeeze a spot, sometimes it's sore before you get the relief. Letting go can be like that, but just power through and break through. Right, so let's just tap on any procrastination that you might be experiencing. So even although I know what to do and I don't do it, even although I know it's good for me and I avoid it like the plague, and even although I know there's maybe something in this breathing thing, how on earth am I going to commit to doing it every day so that I can really be the powerful super being that I know I am, that Lilia's convincing me that I am? And even although I have a lot of knowledge and I've got Google, I allow myself to take action, to understand that I am waking up to the innate intelligence and power that I am. I am a powerful being. I have the power to signal to the cells, to direct the cells, to tell the cells what to do. I had no idea my negative thinking and beliefs were affecting my health. I had no idea I was dragging the past along with me and draining my energy reserves. And I had no idea that I'd inadvertently cut myself off from the absolute infinite source of energy that is the field outside in nature. So even although I was asleep and I didn't know, I am so delighted to be waking up to this power, to the understanding that I am a powerful being. And even although maybe I don't believe everything right now, I am opening up to the possibility that I can have BC do anything I desire, but most of all, inner peace. I am enough. I am loved. I am supported. And I am connected. And I am a supernatural, powerful being. Yes! Breathe in. And just let it all go. This is a time of truly magnificent change, and a lot of that is very disturbing and chaotic, and tears come and anger comes and rage comes and all of that, judgment comes and all resentment and resistance, all of that comes. It's just all feelings, and all feelings can be released. So I really hope that you join us in this breathing thing. The Heal Scotland movement can only happen if you get involved. We can transform our health picture from one of the worst in the world to one of the best in the Western world. We can do that, but I can't do it. We all need to join in. And if not for our own sakes, certainly for the sake of our children and our grandchildren. We owe it to them after the bloody mess we've made of this planet to teach them how powerful they are, how powerful we are. Lead by example. And have a wonderful day. And thanks so much for all your amazing comments, your support, your private messages. I need that to keep going. I am human like everyone else. Thank you so much. Please spread the word. Encourage your friends to join in. Huge love. Ciao.